Okay, so I said I was going to make a video about sinkers, and here it is. This is just to bring some attention to this problem. First time it happened to me. Now, I made this sinker. It is wheel weight lead, so it is a harder lead than like split shots and some of the other sinkers you're going to get on Temu. My friend got some sinkers on Temu, and it was either Temu or Amazon, and the lead was so soft you could bend the bank sinker with your fingers. Now all these here are made from wheel weight lead. And I was fishing a place that had a lot of rocks. And this is just from it landing in the water and on retrieve, because it comes in like this. So luckily I never caught a fish with this sinker on the line. This is a no-roll bank sinker, no-roll slip sinker. You put a bead behind this, and then your swivel will be right here. And this is towards the fishing pole. If you look, there's hardly any hole there anymore. Like that. I noticed that I went to another place to fish the following weekend, and this sinker wouldn't slide on my line, and whenever I pulled on it, the line broke. Ever so slightly, like one more cast, the whole thing would have, the float and everything would have went sailing out into the water. Now, this is what it's supposed to look like. So I don't know if anybody's ever had this problem before. So what I'm going to do from now on is, look at that, it's just mayhem. If I'm fishing, these are great for if you're fishing a silty sand area, grass, with no rocks where it beats the hell out of them. What I'm going to start doing if I'm fishing rock is, if I want my line to go up and down, I'm going to use a sinker slide and then clip whatever weight I need on it, depending on the style of sinker I'm using. Anywhere from cannonballs, or if I'm really, really rocky, I make these two. A drift sinker, a drift weight, because obviously, you know, that's going to be the less resistance on hang up. And if I don't want a sinker slide, I'll just take this off, clip that on my, if I want the bait to stay put, I'll clip that on the swivel, and then clip that on there, and that'll be on the swivel, and that'll be pinned down, and the bait will float up. So I don't know if you guys ever had that problem before, but I would not use slip sinkers on very rocky ground. That goes for the egg sinkers and the no-roll slip sinkers. At least maybe if you use a sinker slide, if you need a sinker slide in a very rocky area, this would probably break. The plastic would probably break, and you wouldn't lose. Like I said, this, you can see, this was hard lead. And that crimped my line off. Like I said, I was lucky enough not to use it. I caught it. But this is what it started life out as. Look at the size of that hole, straight through there. And no bueno. So that is going to go back in the boiling pot. And you got a whole assortment of, you know, like drop shot style, bank, Cannonball. No roll bank sinkers. I use these primarily, obviously not all the time 5 ounce, but these are just some I had laying around to show you. Obviously I don't use 10 ounce all the time. But if I'm in a really rocky area, I make these, and I make another style that's made out of heat shrink and some egg weights. That's on metal steel leader with heat shrink over them on a swivel. And I'll be using those whenever I go back to that place to beat the hell out of that sinker. So I just want to make it aware, guys, that you could lose a fish of a lifetime just over something that stupid. Just like racing, something stupid, overlooked, takes you out of the race. Leading a race, $1 million race, and a $2 bolt takes you out of the race. Same here. All right, guys, thanks. Tight lines.